Alright, we are going live. Takes time before that one pops up. I can't even see myself now. Alright, let me see. I'm not sure if it's going live. I can't see. Okay, now I'm popped up on the screen. This is kind of quite a bit delayed, so it's about 10-15 seconds late. Don't know why it generally takes about 4 or 5 seconds late. But hello and welcome to everyone who is joining us today. It's daily Forex analysis for 8th of April. My name is George and we're going to be analyzing as normal, starting with the 4 currency pairs. And also, if you've got any questions, you can just pop it in the chat and I will be reading the chat messages. And if you've got any currency you want me to analyze, I'm gonna do after I'm done with these 4 currency pairs. So these 4 currency pairs are, as it says on the title, and I'm gonna put it on the chat as well for me because sometimes it's forget. So we got these 4 currency. We're gonna have euro against US dollar, British pounds against US dollar, Canadian dollar against Japanese yen, and lastly we're gonna have US dollar against Canada. So if you have any questions, trading related questions, you can just pop it in the chat, or any other currency you want me to have a look at it, just you can leave it in the chat box. So I'm going to jump into the MetaTrader and start with the euro against US dollar. So I think I did analyze this currency yesterday. This euro dollar being a bit pain in the neck. So if we look at the 4-hourly chart, I was watching this one, and as I mentioned in yesterday's daily Forex analysis, I was looking for this one to break this weekly pivot. So just about when it looked like it was going to do that, then this 4-hourly candle, it just came down and closed like this inverted hammer sort of doji candle here. So, and it has quite a bit of a reaction, and it's coming down, came down to, what was it, to these 4-hourly highs here. So it tested it and put this spinning top candle again. So it doesn't look very good now as in terms of the straight setup. So I want to see a bit more on this currency. I want to see at least breaking this weekly pivot, and now we have this 4-hourly trend line as well. This trend line was down here, but then it has been broken, and the price came out to this weekly pivot and tested it. So now it's kind of waiting game again on this one. We have this daily candle for yesterday. It's looking nice and bullish, but however we have this nice bearish strength that went down. So now it's a key point. Is it gonna continue to go up, or is it going to continue to fall? So when the price came down, it took out this daily low here, and this is a reaction for this daily low. So if any must have been a lot of take profit orders, so that's why it had this reaction. So we're going to see either this is going to continue to go higher, or it is just a reaction for this low here. So that's what we're going to find out. And that said, this bullish candle, this daily bullish candle, it's still looking strong. So that's why I want to wait a bit and see what the price want to do, because if we're gonna take for the profit, if we're gonna leave it to run, then I'm gonna be running to this profit area, which is this daily this low down here at 106.50 zone. So that's still quite far away. So let's have a look at this. So there's 2 options. If the price comes up and starts breaking this weekly pivots and certainly these 4-hourly trend line, then I will be looking to get onto the long side. So price has to come up and close strong. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a nice bullish candle, similar to what we have this one here. Yeah, I don't have a pen. So this bullish candle, like similar to this one, if it comes up and we have this 4-hourly. Let me see where it was. We have this 4-hourly high up here at 109. What is it? 109. 109.45. So if the price comes up and closes above this weekly pivot, then I will be looking to go to the long side. So let's say that the price came up and closed nicely at 109.45. Then I want to see a bit of a retracement, about 20 pip retracement down to this low. Then I will be looking to the long side place. As of the targets, let's see, for the risk rewards, we need to get the risk rewards. So if you take 109.45 with a 20 pip stop, 109.45, it's still good. You can run it to this first target here, which is 110.25. Still gives a nice risk reward with the 20 pip stops. It's just about 100 pips, or 80 to 100 pips. So with a risk reward, you're looking more than 1 to 3, which is pretty good. However, if the price continues to, if it starts falling, then I want to see this price to come down to these lows, and again I want to see this strong bearish candle, bearish close. So if the price comes down, I did it down to these lows and closes strong. So 107, around 107.80 or 85 zone, and closes strong. That's important. It has to close, shows the strength for the bearish by showing the bearish, nice close bearish candle. Then I will be looking for the retracement to quite potentially to this 4-hourly high here. Let's see what we have on the hourly chart. So it's a similar option, so stick with the 4-hourly charts. So that's what I'm looking for. So either one of them, I'm waiting. We're gonna see in the next, I guess, in the next few hours what the price is gonna do. So both views are open, and for the targets, I'm gonna be holding. So if we get onto here, let's call it at 108.10 with the. Okay, on this one you need about 10. You need about 30 pips on this one. Yeah, you need 30 pips on if you're going to the short side, it will be 30 pips, and we're gonna be running that to, let's see, down to this daily low. Actually use the 4-hourly time frame. So we said 108.10. We're gonna be running to this daily weekly S1. I think she made it by that time. So risk reward again is pretty good. So this is two views. So we're just gonna wait and see what the price gonna do. So it's looking a bit uncertain. Either wanna go up or it's gonna go down. So we're gonna it's a waiting game for the next couple of hours and see how it's gonna do. Now, so move to the British pounds against US dollar. Oh, actually, I was looking at this currency earlier and it was pretty close. Okay. Again, it's messing around. So I was looking earlier, it was looking good because it was down here, and I was expecting for this. We have this now, this wick here, which I don't like seeing that wick. I was hoping they would have closed somewhere down here. That was pretty strong, but now it's closed. Yeah, it didn't close that strong. So if you would have done that, then I would have looking for the retracement to these highs, then would have been shorting it in here, but as we can see, it hasn't done it, so that would be not valid to do that. So as of now, I would be looking either. So it looks more like on the shorter time frame, it looks pretty choppy. We can see this price section is just up and down, and now it went down, coming back up again. So it's quite messy. We have this daily candle similar to the one we discussed yesterday, not yesterday, the previous currency, looking nice, bearish, bullish candle, but I do want to see a bit more, either if it's going to push up or it's going to go down. So I do want to see a bit more confirmation. I was hoping that this would have closed. So my analysis when I did about half an hour ago, it was based like if looking gonna close This last hour's candle, I was looking that it's going to close here, and I'm going to would have waited for this one to come up, but it did not do it. Otherwise, would have been a good opportunity. For now, let's me analyze. So that plan failed. So I need to have a look at it. What's the other potential for this? So the last few days, the price came down and took out this low here. We had this just marginally about 10-15. See how many pips? So it's 1/2200 around. Took out about 35 pips, so it went quite well down. So the way it looks now, I'll be looking more of a long than short, but then it's still not confirmed. It doesn't looking that strong that it wants to maybe push higher, at least for the short term being. It's choppy. Actually, I would not. I do want to see a break of these highs at the very minimum at 2370 if it comes up at least. Actually, we have this high here. We got this high here. So I want to see this price, this currency to come up higher. I don't like any other option to trade right now. I want to see this one coming up, breaking this area here, and this is the bit of quite a bit of a resistance here. So it's came up once already, and it has this reaction, attempted to break this daily pivot, by we can see that it failed for now. Maybe on this hour, but I do not think so. So either it's gonna go up, and if it's gonna go up, then I want to see a more strength coming in and breaking. I want to see break of these highs, this highs here, 2340, and going a bit further up. But I want to see a strength coming in. Otherwise, I'm not gonna trade this currency for now. It doesn't looking very appealing for me, for the short-term trading at least. So I do want to see a bit more strength on the 4-hourly chart. It also doesn't look, the candles itself, if we can see it, it does not look very good. This is a 4-hourly candle, so it looks just all over the place. So it's not good. So I want to see this one to coming up to, which one I said, 123.40. I want to this coming up and breaking and showing some decent strength. Then I'll be looking to go to the long side if it demonstrates enough strength, but for now it doesn't look that good. Early on the last hour, as I mentioned, that it was looking good because it was looking nice and strong at the bearish side, because of this candle was down here. I watched it about, was it 15, about half an hour ago, so just before, like 15 minutes before going live. And then when I just checked back, it was the candle just closed like this above this daily pivot. So that's why it's now a bit, I want to see either break up or breaking down. So it tested. It has not even taken out. It has not even taken out this low down here. So I do want to see either it's going higher and showing strength, or coming down and showing weakness. But for now, it's just messing around, and it does not really looking good on a short term yet. Let's move to which one was the next currency? I think. Let's have a look. Which one was the next one? So it's Canadian dollar against Japanese yen. All right, let's move to the Canada against Japanese yen. I think that was good, interesting. Yeah. So this is a daily time frame. So it's in a choppy mode, but the range is pretty good. We can see that it's on these 78.22 down to this 70, around 7,500. So this is a pretty good chop range. So you can get it out at loads of good pips if it's gonna still continue to chop like this. So for now, what I want to see from this pair, I want to see break. I want to see, this is only a short play on this one, because if the price starts breaking and go higher, then I want to see if it wants to break out these choppers, then I want to see the price breaking and going higher. For now, I'm looking for the shorts. The price already came out yesterday and tested back to these highs, and let's see if it's going to continue to go to the other side of the down to the daily lows down here and continue to chop around again. So for now, I want to see price coming down to these about 77.10 area at this zone. Let's move to the hourly time frame. So 77.10, which is roughly at the same level as this daily S1. So if the price manages to come down around that area, then I would be looking to for the retracement about 77.15 or 77.20 20 zone. Let's have a look. We got these down to these lows. Let's have a look at the 4-hourly time frame. See if we can couple up something. It's even stronger when it's when are together. So 77.20, 77.25 to 30. So that's looking good. 27.25. So price down here. So this is these highs here. We got this cluster about here. Actually 77.26, around these areas. 77.26. We got this high here and we got this low. So it's a bit of a price action going on. So that should act as a resistance if the price manages to come all the way down to this low here, and then ideally we're gonna see a retracement towards upside around this area. 77.26. So if we get onto 77.25 for simplicity, and we're gonna have 25, 30, so 40 would be. So you would be looking about 20 pip stop loss, 20 pip stop loss on that one. And for the target, we're gonna use. For the target, let's see what we can use for the targets. So we get 77.25. We can use these lows down here, which is at 76.25, give or take, just about a few pips. So it's around these areas, 76, actually 76.30, about 76.30 area. So we'll be looking about 100 pips profits with a risk of 20 or 25 pip risk. So relatively very good. Actually, yeah, more than 1 to 4. That's pretty good risk reward on that. So this is I'm not looking for the second. I don't see for now I don't see any long opportunities unless the price continues to go higher and starts breaking this area, this resistance zone up here. But for now we treat it as a choppy pair. So it's been going up and down. So ideally this will come down, and this is 76.24. So yeah, 76.25. That's pretty. 76.25, 76.30. So we also come back to this daily. We have this daily low here as well. So that will be a good target. So this one I would wait and see if it's gonna start. Let me just put the alert, because I can't watch all the time 24 hours, so just in case it's gonna notify me on the platform. So this one is the CADJPY, and the next one, which one was the next one? So that's US dollar against Canada for the following currency, USD and CAD. So USD and CAD. We got, so if we switch, this is the daily time frame. So we can see that yesterday the price came down onto the tested this daily lows down here. It did not manage to take out this spike daily low here, and then we've seen a bounce. It closed, actually, let's see. Okay, it's kind of closed on the same level as this monthly pivot here. And then now we can see the price is kind of trying to edge higher, but it does not show as much of a strength for now. So on the short time frame, the trend is looking down. So we have this trend line, which is the price is respecting it pretty much. It's been tested so many times and it failed to. It kind of broke it in here, but then it returned back to it. So now it's coming up to another test. Maybe it will break it now, but I do want to see this one either break this. So we got this resistance here, which is quite decent at 140.80 area. The price kind of already tested this high here and had the reaction, put this sort of inverted hammer in here, and now it's coming back up again. So I do want to see a break of this trend line, and ideally it will close nicely bullish. But for now, I'm not seeing this one, and most of these markets now, it's more like a waiting game for today. I see only more of a waiting game, so that's a good practice of patience. If you are the one who is struggling with the patience, that's a good market conditions to practice. But then it can change. So for now, I do want to see this one coming up and break this trend line. Ideally, it comes up to these highs here, which is at 41.35 zone, and then test of the either the trend line, so on 41.35, test of the trend line. So we'd be looking about 20 pips retracement, and then for this one we would be looking to go long. So if we get on to, let's say, price comes up here, retraces, so call it 41.05. We'll be looking about 30 to 35 pip stops on that. We'll be looking 30 to 35 pips stop loss, and for the targets, so we got entry at 41.35 if it does allow us, 41.35, and for the target would be up to these highs here, so which is at 42.35. So we'll be looking 100 pips profit with the 30 to 35 pip stop loss. No more than 35 in my preference, but then if you want to compromise with the risk reward, then you can. It still gives almost 1 to 3 risk reward with 35 pip stop loss, but I'll be targeting a 30 pip stop loss, because I want to have a 1 to 3 at the very minimum risk reward. That's how my strategy works. So that's the reason why I do take 1 to 3 risk rewards, because once you're having losing trades, and that will happen eventually, it's just a question of time. Once you go into that losing trades, let's say you have 5 losing trades, when you have a good risk rewards, you only need, if you have 5 losing trades and your risk reward is 1 to 3, you only need 2 trades and you're gonna be in profit. So you have to always look for the bigger picture for the next 50 to 100 trades. Don't look if you did you make money on this trade or not. The one trade does not really matter, as long as you respect your risk management, because if you take a big risk and you lose 50%, that one trade will make a difference. But if you risk, let's say, 1% of your capital or 2% of your capital, then it's not a big of a deal. rather than if you have a drawdown of 40 or 50%. That's what happens with most of the new traders. They take too big of risk and they over leverage, so they take one trade and risk about 20%, which is it's not gonna go. You're not gonna go with that kind of strategy or with kind of risk management too far. Market will eventually get you. It's gonna be only a matter of time. You might even get lucky on the first few times, but eventually you at the end the market will catch you. So that's the US dollar against Canada. So let's have a look at if we got any news sort of coming up today. I think I checked yesterday, so I can't really remember. Let's have a look. I think as far as I remember, it was nothing major news, just NZD. So we don't have much of a big news. We have the forms meeting minutes, but I think this one should not affect. It should not have a big effect on today's currency. So it's of course it's on a new US dollar, so it should not have a much of a bigger impact. So nothing major is today. So far so good. Right, that was these four currency analyses. So I don't see any questions, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave the chart. So I'm making these videos, the daily Forex analysis, every Monday to Friday, 5 days a week at 8 a.m. UK time. So if you're interested, just make sure to be on that time. The best way to do that, to subscribe, obviously, on my channel. So I'm also doing weekly Forex analysis as well as videos about how to improve your trading, mainly covering psychology or the ways you can implement to improve your trading. So I'm doing uploads every single day, so make sure to subscribe on my channel. For now, I think I'm done, so I will see you guys tomorrow at 8 a.m. on my live trading.